Hey guys, welcome back. I am coming on to do my first layout for March 2023 for Not Just for Boys Kit Club kits. And I want to start with this kit. It's a page kit and it's called the Virtual Reality Page Kit. I also have the Essentials kits. I've got all of these fantastic add-ons. I have all of the things, right? Now this is kind of a gamer virtual reality page kit, but I want to scrapbook or document this photo here. I printed it in a 4x6 kind of format. This is my son. He's right there. Kind of hard to see him. It's his old truck. He had it a number of years ago. It was a very cool Ford F-150, like a really neat kind of like emerald green pickup truck. And it reminded me of these papers when I saw kind of this scruffy kind of a green. And one day he thought it was brilliant to go mudding in it. And yeah, we had to replace the, what do you call it? Brush guard on it from that event. Anywho, kind of a cool picture, fun adventure he was having. I thought like these like scuffy stamps really worked for that. So we got to figure out how I'm going to work those in. Not quite sure yet. It's going to be great. Anywho, we have that. So what I need to do is figure out what I think the background should be. Let me show you what I'm going to use as well. We have a sketch challenge for this month. Is March 2023 challenge, use this sketch. So if I blow it up, we've got, a background, of course. Paper here, a smaller strip, photo, title, except for my photo will go over here because my truck is facing that direction. It's kind of the way I like it. If I had it here, it'd be like he's driving right off the page. So I'm going to give him some room to drive. And journal here. And the sketch was created by Nicole Santos. Awesome. So I have a really nice direction to start. I just got to figure out where I'm going to go with the rest of it. So he is straight up in, oh, guys, I love this piece. Okay, this can be my background. It is this piece here. It's Reminisce Navy Grunge. There's something about this paper I really, really like. So I'm going to go ahead and trim it up so I have a place to start. There we go. Now my photo already has a white mat on it, so I don't have to go ahead and mat it. That's nice. I want to use, let's see, I want to bring in some of the blue because this photo has like this blue-green cast to it, so I kind of like it, and I, printed it a little funky as well. So let's go ahead. I think I'm going to go ahead and do these pieces right here. Do I want to? I think I'll do them at like 1 1/4 because I want a strong amount of blue. So let me do that at 1 1/4. Not quite sure where I'm going yet. I mean, it's a sketch, so you have a total jumping off point. That's nice. So we're going to have that on both sides. Easy peasy with that. Then I've got this kind of greenish vibe going to the background, as we know. I wonder, this piece here is from Photoplay Virtual Reality, and it's the Gamer Collection. So I have a smaller piece that goes right on top. So let me do that at 1 inch. What do you think? Like 1 inch by 10 is what I'm going to do. 1 inch by 10. So I'm going to do that. I think I should scuff them up because my subject matter is a little scuffy. And then get these pieces on. Now we have all of these circular elements that are a part of this. And that's the next thing I have to figure out what I want to do. Like, do I want to stamp that? Do I want to punch circles? I don't know yet. So I'm going to spend a quick second with me. Oh, and I'm not going to put it right next to it. I want to overlap it a little bit because no reason why. I just do. And I get it that this is supposed to be, like the coding language. I just like it. I just do. I think it's cool looking. And I'm the boss of me. I can have it for whatever kind of layout I want. So I'm going to do that. Got the truck going here-ish. Got to figure out what I want those circular elements to be, and I'll be right back. So I've got this background paper, and I've scuffed up just the top and the bottom edge. Can't see them much on camera, but you can see it in real life, and I have these pieces scuffed up. I'm going to attach them down after I do a little bit of stamping and mucking up of my background. I don't know if that's a good way to put it. The first thing I want to do is take this new Distress Oxide and Lost Shadow for a bit of a test run. I'm going to use it to see if it creates, like, is it going to be a little opaque? Is it going to show up? So I'm basically just going to use it to create a little, ooh, okay. Yep, it's doing what I wanted. So it's just a shadow. Love it. And it totally looks to me, and I know I said it in my unboxing, it looks like an updated coffee stain. So I'm going to put it on. I'm also going to use the prize ribbon, you know, on top of it, and maybe a little something else. I've got a bit of an idea of seeing what it's like if I stamp with the Nuvo. Why would I do that? Because I always like to try something new. I think it's fun. Like, why not? We have these goodies, and the worst that can happen is I have to just grab another piece of paper, try it out. I mean, I might go ahead and do the stamping on something else first, but so I'm just creating some shadow with the Lost Shadow on here, and a bit of a, I don't know, kind of 2 lines going across. Easy peasy, no big deal. Let me go ahead and give this a quick spritz. Little spritz with my water here. I'll wipe it off on my incredibly colorful Easter egg looking paper towel, because I will reuse this thing roughly 5 million times. Oh, look, now it's even got gold coming off. Who knows what I've been using? Who even knows? Now I'm going to use some gold on this layout, so I'm not going to worry too much about it anyway. All right, let's get our prize ribbon open. Love that we got some Distress Oxides this time around. Now, not super concerned with this being a perfect print. I don't want to have to work that hard to line them up. I'm just going to kind of double stamp in the same areas. So let's see. Whoop. It bounced. It's okay. So I'm kind of doing every other one for now. Yep, I like that. Okay. And then I'm going to just second generation stamp on the ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I have 6. Cool. Now, keeping in mind, a lot of that will be covered. I just want stuff coming through. So you're going to see a little bit of this scuffy messiness coming through. Get a little bit more blue on that one. A little bit more there. Awesome. Okay. Let me clean that up because I want to see what will happen with that Nuvo. Give me one second. Squeezed a little bit on my packaging here. And I'm going to grab this stamp that's in the same stamp set and just do a little bit of a smush in it. Now, this Nuvo, it's like this really great metallic. So I'm pretty much just going to go ahead and use the arrow going this way in a couple places and going this way in a couple places. So it's going to end up kind of, my photo will be there-ish. It's gonna kind of point towards the photo. You know what I want to do? Because I'm going to make a mess here. I know it. Let me get a piece of cardstock over here. There we go. I'm going to go right here. See how I kind of made a mistake? I don't consider anything to be a mistake. But I'm going to go right on top of there with some mushy Nuvo and pull it up. Same thing. I'm going to reload just a little bit. I love it that it's imperfect and bubbled and like speckly. I just laid it down. Like, I'm not going to move it too much. Just a little smudgy smudge. And done. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to put a couple more on. I think one right here. Just a little boop, boop, boop. And same thing. Now, I know I'm going to have pieces right here. So I can kind of measure the quantity I need. Just a little kiss right there as well. Boop, boop, boop. Let it set, pull it up. And that's it. Let me pop my photo right back here because I want to see if there's any point in putting more on. Not really. I think we have filled it in pretty nicely. I'm not gonna go like this to see if it pops out at all, but I don't think it will. I'm gonna hold it for a second and pull it up. When I held it for a second and pulled it up, I got more of a lip on it, and I like that. So now it's time to let this dry. I thought that was super fun. The other thing clearly I have to go wash this. I think I want to come in with, I was thinking about the gold. I love the way this Nuvo pen splatters. So before we get going too much further, let me show you the finish of it. I have it right here. It's more of a fine glittery vibe, so I think that's what I'd like to get here. Just kind of like mud splashes, like what we saw in our photo. So let me go ahead, use the same bit of packaging over here. I might add a little water to that and get some blue splatters too, I think. So I know, oh, this is just a Not Just for Boys Kit Club piece of packaging. I do this often. This is my little mixed media box, and it serves me well. I've had this forever, and it just keeps getting destroyed anew. I love it. So just making some mud splatters, as it were, with my pretty mixed media product. So I think at this point, that will be it for referring to the sketch, because I have the stuff in the middle and I have the two side pieces. These are taking part of all of the circles. There's tons and tons of circles, and my splatters are doing the rest. All right, I'm going to get a little bit of water mixed in with some of this Nuvo and do a couple more splatters. We're going to let it dry and we'll come back. I don't know if you wanted to watch the splatters. I just thought, in case you do, adding just a little bit of water into my mixy. I'm going to see if it's ready to move. Okay, it's moving a little bit. Needs a little bit more water. I mean, the Nuvo is clearly thick, so that will work. I should get my blue Nuvo Mica Mist that was in the a la carte section this month and pop that in as well, because we're going to have some different blue colors, and that would be really fun. I also have a gold Mica Mist, so I think, yeah, well, everything's wet anyway. I think I'm going to do that. Now I'm adding a little bit more water again because I want some larger splatters. Okay, guys, we're going to let this dry. I am loving it. Mixed media messiness is totally happening, and I think it totally works for my photo. All right, so you do a little bit of simple matting on this piece while my mixed media is drying. I did go in with splatters with my Nuvo Mica Mist. We have this month, we have Aspen Gold, and we have Midnight Horizon, which is this fabulous, vibrant navy blue. Such good mixed media goodies this month. So went in with that. So yeah, I've used almost all the mixed media this month. What didn't I use? I didn't use, I think the only thing I did not use on this layout so far is this matte metallics. It's this pewter. Guys, this color is so cool. Look at it when it's dry. Very cool color. And I did not use my Pen Touch gold pen. Other than that, I was just going off with all the goodies. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and matte my photo. Like I said, pretty simply. I'm going to use a black matte and a green matte so that it pops off the background and scuff them up in between. Thought I'd keep you up to date. My mixed media is kind of wet and goopy and drying in my box, but I do love the way it came out. I think it'll be super fun and it works with the sketch, so yay! I am completing my assignment. I did not forget, which is super, super fun. So I'm gonna go ahead, double matte, a little scuff, and I think it needs to be popped up on a little bit of dimension as well. I've had a couple subbies ask me to slow down and show how I make a shaker pocket. So get anything with a cutout. I use die cuts and I cut out things. There's frames in so many collections. They're pretty accessible. And flip your little cutout over. I've got some double-sided tape. I like to use this. I find it to be really forgiving. So I use double-sided tape, but you can go ahead and use a tape runner. You can use glue. I don't do as well with glue because I use too much with this kind of thing, and it ends up getting, I don't know, it'll go onto the acetate that we'll talk about in just one second. So I'm just taking the sticky part off. There we go. I cut out a little piece of acetate. Now you can buy acetate sheets, which is what I have, but you can also use any of this packaging. Works great as well. Any of the packaging you get in your product will work if you don't want to buy acetate. So I'm just going to cover my little window, and I did not cut this well enough, so let me go ahead and just trim off anything that's going to be sticking out. Just a quick little trimmeroo. Now I'm going to create a well. So I've got some double-sided sticky foam adhesive. I picked mine up off of Amazon as well. I get large bunches. I also really love the scrapbook.com kind. I have some from there that is really long, so you don't have to pull as many strips. But get some double-sided adhesive going. Now what you want to do is make sure your edges are tight because you don't want the sequins to come out of the well. That's really the biggest rule. I have the sequins mix that was in the a la carte section that goes with this kit, so I don't even have to think about it. It's going to match perfectly. And here we go here. I'm going to go all the way to the edge of this bit. Tuck that down. Now, it's attacking me. I have a complete well. Let me go ahead and put my adhesive, the foam adhesive. I just pop it onto my tripod, and you can pour the pieces right in. If you have a little sequin spoon, you can use that, which I tend to do because I'm so messy. And fill it up as much as you want. Now, I like a really packed shaker pocket, which means it doesn't shake as much. We get so many sequins with Not Just for Boys Kit Club that you can really stuff them. If you are trying to economize them and have them stretch more, don't stuff them as much. Just depends on whatever it is you like. Trying to stay off of the sticky bits. I know some will get on there. It's okay, but I try to avoid it a little bit. Pop them down in the middle a little bit. I have a square of white cardstock from a previous Not Just for Boys Kit Club kit. It's the same cardstock we use for our cardstock cuts. Put it right on top of the sticky, making sure that the sequins are fully covered. A little smushy down to make sure it sticks nicely. You flip it over and you've got a little shaky shake. Okay, that was all I had to show you on that one. I will move my sequins out of the way a little bit that are on my table, and then let's show you what I have next. I went on to the 12 by 12 sticker sheet and I pulled out any of the stickers that I thought would work. Does not mean I'm going to use them all. It's totally fine. But I have these pieces. I liked this big border piece. So I'm thinking, I was going to see, does it make any difference if I use it? It's not going to make a big difference because it's just too black on black. You know, I think I want to use it regardless because I like that it's doing a little bit of texture. I'm going to kind of cut it in half a bit. Let's see. I wonder if I have it sticking out from the photo. I think that would be good. What I want to do to it though, because it looks too clean right now, I'm going to grab a regular old emery board and I'm just going to go ahead and give it a little bit of a scuffing up treatment so that it looks a little bit more distressed, like my layout was looking fresh and clean. And I'm like, you know, this is a mucky layout. I'm going to title it Muddin. So we have that. Let me go ahead and get my photo popped down, and I'm going to put it right next to the two sides of the photo. That way it will show just a little bit. And there we go. Come on. I'm having a heck of a time with my adhesive. I refilled it with the Scotch brand adhesive, and I'm a little shook because it doesn't work as well as my cheaper Tape Jungle kind. It keeps kind of pulling up and not cooperating. I'm gonna just kind of go like that. I'm gonna scuff this up, do the same thing. Now I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put my title. I'm gonna have the title read Muddin, and it's from these stickers that are in the a la carte section. They're called Happy Day, and the black and white is perfect with this. So I have to go ahead and scuff this sticker up as well, give it a little bit of interest. And guys, if you're wigging out that I have a bunch of my mixed media covered, it's okay. I knew I was going to. I just wanted something in the background that would be interesting. Okay. I'm gonna pop this on the other side, kind of even, kind of not, I don't know. Now let's see, in the sketch, it's kind of even. In the sketch, the title would be kind of right here. And let me see how that feels. See, it's tone on tone, interesting. I could do, oh, guys, I like it right here. How do you feel about that? I'm feeling like I like it right there. And since I'm feeling that, I think that's where it's gonna go. My vibe is usually that the first thing I like is what I go with. All right, so I'm gonna pop Muddin on here. It's showing up pretty nicely, the black and white against each other, which is cool. Then I've got just a couple stickers to see how I feel about this stuff. And I have to figure out, my shaker pocket's gonna go over here, which means I'm going off script for the, there we go, let me put Muddin on there. I've got this little blip piece I thought would be good for my little apostrophe. So we've got Muddin. I've got this piece. This is just a die cut piece. It reads level up. I thought that would be cool. We've got push the limits. Let's see. Now I could do something like this. I'm getting like the, do I do that? Do I do this? Ooh, I don't like that. Do I like that? Nope. All right, I got to figure out where I want this piece. Ooh, I kind of like it as a piece. Muddin, push the limits. Ooh, I kind of like it on as a diamond shape. Very cool. So that means I have to sneak back under here and get rid of some of this dimension. Give me a second. I don't know why, but I like that there. Now push the limits. I don't know. I could do that opposite. Oh, I do like that idea. So same kind of treatment. I'm going to scuff, scuff, scuff just with the emery board. And I'm sorry if that's hitting you guys with the ASMR kind of vibe, unless you like it. We have those subbies too. But I just feel like this whole thing has to be just a little bit scuffy. It's not allowed to be pretty and clean. All right, so we have that. I do have some of the foam. Oh, guys, I'm sorry if it's moving that. I have some foam that I need to get used. This is what I just cut off the back of my photo. So let's get some of that on there. There we go. So I think that would be cute to have Muddin here and push the limits here. So it's kind of going across now. We have mixed media, we have mess, we have good is happening. I also have some acrylics I haven't even taken a look at yet. I have to see how well they're gonna go. Now, where is this video? I think is probably getting a little bit long, and I'm sorry about that. All right, that goes to there. This goes to, oh, it's about right. Okay. So we'll do that. Great. Now, I did love these acrylics. I've got Rockstar. I've got So Much Fun. Like the idea of bringing in some of these pieces. You can have Rockstar and So Much Fun right here. Now, my only issue with the green is you just can't see it that well. You can see it, but you can't see it. I wonder about, wait, about grabbing some white cardstock and putting it behind it. You lose some of the translucence, but you can at least see it. I think I'm going to do that on both of them so they pop a little bit. I went ahead and popped on the white behind my acrylics, and it is making it show up that much more. So that is awesome. Love that. Very dramatic with the So Much Fun. And then I can have these a little bit offset as well, which I kind of dig. So we have that. Used my fancy new art glitter glue. It's very nice. So far, I am loving it. Put that stuff to the side. Okay, now I have my level up word there. And then I like these wordy bits that I grabbed right here. So I'm like, I think I'm gonna put them on some white foam, these little foam strips, and put them across my shaker pocket so that they show up just a little bit. So let me pop those on. I wanna look at my other kits to see if there's anything else I wanna add. I'm gonna go ahead and sneak into another one of my kits. This is, I believe, from the Burnished Essentials kit, and get some of these gorgeous little silver photo corners on here, giving me a little bit of that nice metallic. I have this, and I'm going to go into this Minte paper die cuts pack and see if there's something that will work for this as well. There's a lot of these like kind of automotive and tool kind of vibes, so I thought that might be really cool. So I thought, you know, I finished like the whole base of the layout. I like these goodies I have, and I'm gonna see if there's anything I want to add for a little bit of a zhuzh. So I did sneak a bunch of these pieces, and I love it. It's totally adding to my automotive vibe. So I need to glue them all down, stare at them, see if there's anything else I have to do, which I think will just be adding a few sequins. And I'm going to be able to use my art glitter glue again to see how I feel about that. Oh my gosh, how exciting. And my little jewel picker upper thingy, jewel picker. Okay, so let me get these things down. We'll come back, we'll do a little sequin work and finish it up. So that is this layout finish. Just added a couple little sequins down in my two clusters. Love that Minte Garage set of die cuts that I was able to add in here. I've got them here and down here. Grabbed a little bit more of that bright green that you see up here, brought it down in this cluster. So that's all awesome. So what else? Oh, little bit of Minte here as well. So it really adds to the automotive theme while using the gamer kit, which how fun is that? It's called Virtual Reality Page Kit. I'm gonna have links down below for Not Just for Boys Kit Club, the website, the blog, as well as a Facebook group. We have a challenge going on. This is my entry for the challenge. It is a sketch challenge, which are my very favorite. Anything else to tell you? I don't think so. I'm gonna have a couple still shots to follow. I can hold this up and you can get an idea a little bit more about the fun dimension that we have. Sometimes in photos it can be a little flatter, but there's some really fun dimension that we have going here. Fun little Muddin layout. Still shots to follow. And guys, I'll be back ever so soon with another video. Bye for now.